Well, Charlie, at the start of the season, one horse I know you were very keen on was Pendra. Certainly lived up to your billing of him. Twice a winner, placed in a Grade 1, and on course for the festival.
Yeah, I mean he's the horse that we thought he only ran once last season, won very easily, very quietly during Cheltenham week at Huntingdon, and we've always thought the world of him. Done nothing wrong this year. Yes, he lost his undefeated tag in the Tolworth, but I think that form is as strong as any novice in this country this year, and therefore I think of a mark of 139, he's very well equipped for one of the handicaps.
Do you know which one yet?
Good question. Long chat. There'll be a chat to Frank and JP, and we'll find out. I doubt it'll be the county hurdle unless it's very, very soft. It'll more likely be one of the 2.5 mile races. And AP's ridden him once now at home because he's newly bought by the JP team. And I just hope that I think AP will want to ride him. I think he likes the horse. I hope he likes the horse. And if he doesn't like the horse, well, if he's not riding him, then there's a worry. We're not quite as accurate as we thought. But I think he'll want to ride the horse, and I think therefore he might go Coral Cup.
And 2 of his wins have been in heavy ground. Would he want a fair bit of rain?
His 2 wins have been heavy ground. I mean, I know Noel Feely, who's ridden him to date, says heavy ground. He loves the heavy ground, but his bumper, we won 10 lengths. His bumper on good ground. So I think as long as there's a little bit of juice in the ground, I'd be happy whatever ground he goes on. Again, that's why I want to step him up in trips 2.5. He's a proper stayer in the making, and therefore 2.5 and better ground will suit him.
Then in third place is Vulcanite as they make the turn back towards home.
Another in the JP colours, Vulcanite.
Vulcanite, yeah, he's the other horse. I mean, delighted to have him. You know, he nearly went off racing in Australia this year with Sheikh Farhad. JP bought him. Another horse, again, crying out for better ground and 2.5 miles. I think one of the 2.5 options will be the race for him, whether it's the Burn or the Pulteney. Though I know JP's got other horses in both those. So again, I'll have a long chat to them and find out. But he will hugely appreciate this better ground.
And when are you likely to know which race to go for with him?
Good question. I'm new to the JP Colours team, so I'll have a long chat to Frank over the next week, 10 days, and we'll have more of an idea. The sooner I know, the better. Then we can actually make our final preparations.
And a couple of others to mention: Hazy Tom and Ely Brown.
Yeah, Hazy Tom done very little wrong this season. Got his act together with his jumping, settled a bit better. We're just teaching him. It's been a lot of education so far. I think he might well go Pulteney, 2.5. Or he'll probably go in the race, whatever race Vulcanite doesn't go in, I'd say. So he'll go one of the 2.5 options again. He's been crying out for 2.5 and better ground, very similar to Vulcanite. Ely Brown is done nothing wrong. He's won 2 Pertemps qualifiers. 137. He's gone up plenty in the handicap. I think he's an improving horse. Whether he's got enough in hand for the handicaps, I think you need half a stone in hand at least to be winning the handicaps. But he's deserved his place and got a great each way chance.
And what about Frisco Depot?
Frisco done nothing wrong again. I was I was delighted with his run at Warwick the other day over a far too short a trip. He'll probably go Kim Muir. I'm thinking he needs that 3 miles. Sam, near the top in the weights, and the Kim Muir always suits. And Sam was a top amateur rider, so I think the 3 mile will be massive help for him.
But the 4-timer is landed, might well have been getting the better of the argument anyway with Well Refreshed, but we'll never know for sure. One thing we do know is that the winner here is Pete the Feet.
And one of the success stories of the year, Pete the Feet, will he run at the festival?
The plan is for him to go, yes. He does his final bit of hard work tomorrow. He's done nothing wrong all year. Yes, his last run was a bit disappointing, but I think he needed that race. He hadn't done any work. He was just too fresh. I like to think he can continue his upward curve, yes.
And he'll go for the 3 mile on
the JLT. Yeah.
And of your team going forward this year, most likely, best chance of a winner?
It's impossible to win at Cheltenham. We haven't had any success here yet. So Pendra must be the one that stands out. He's the one I think his form's been franked everywhere, and I think he could be ahead of the handicapper.